What up, fuckers? I hope you're all enjoying your cubicle time as you get to stare at my nipples for the next few minutes. I'll try and keep this short so I don't get a sunburn while I'm doing this. I don't know shit about baseball, so this power ranking is going to have nothing to do with any of your players. I literally can't even name one player on my team off the top of my head, or one player off the Red Sox for that matter. So instead, I nerded out this morning and made a spreadsheet that simulates a matchup between each team and every other team in the league. If any of you feel like checking it out, let me know and I'll throw it up on the Google. So on to the rankings. Number 6, Scotty. Scotty, you clearly put as much work into your draft as you did into naming your team. If you faced every other team this week, you would have lost 4 matchups. Nick would have beat you 7-1. Lee would have beat you 8-1. Lucky for you, you got to face Tyler, who was the only team you could have tied. Congrats on your lucky draw, but if I were you, I would start warming up those vocal cords. I have a feeling you're going to be right back at your usual power rankings duties if your team keeps up performing the way it did this week. Number 5, you guessed it, Tyler. Tyler, your team is the only team who could not have won this week no matter who you played. Only other team other than Scotty. You would have tied 2 teams and lost 3. I hope you can pick up the pace a little bit because you're going to need to do a little better than that if you want to beat Nick this week. Number 4, Eric. Eric, I feel for you. Your team basically was the opposite of mine. You had great pitching and your batters sucked. Actually, your batters really didn't even show up. You were the only team in the league with less than 200 at-bats. I'm no baseball expert, but I feel like the number of at-bats is probably going to be a relevant stat going forward. Number 3, Steve. This spot could have easily gone to Eric based on how our teams performed, but lucky for me, I would have tied one of my matchups. Other than that, I would have had 2 wins and 2 losses. Unfortunately for me, I ran into Lee, who beat me by 1 home run, 1 stolen base, and less than .01 walks plus hits per inning played. With the most at-bats in the league at 252, I'm pretty comfortable about my batters, but my pitching is going to need to step it up if I don't want to do this power rankings anymore. At least this week I'll be facing Scotty, so I shouldn't have too much to worry about. Number 2, Nick. Nick, you would have beaten 4 out of 5 teams this week. The only team you would have lost to was Lee. Your batters were ridiculously efficient, but like me, your pitchers were lacking. Jesus Christ, Scotty, how the fuck did you do this every week for hockey? I'm only 5 teams through of complete bullshit, and I'm already losing my mind doing this. Lee, number 1. Lee, it didn't matter who you faced this week. You would have beat everyone, and it was a complete roller coaster in our matchup between you and I, but in the end, your team was well-rounded and this won out. Congrats on your strong start. This is probably the part where Scotty would be throwing in a trivia question, but I think I'm going to go hop into the pool instead. See ya.